Who's your commander?
Good luck.
Equip.
Move to combat.
Resolves.
Now, before you attack
Does
me,
anyone have an answer?
well played.
Good game.
Hello, my name is DJ, and you're watching the Jumbo Commander YouTube channel. Right now, we are in Arena. Arena's in open beta, so if you want to play, you can start playing right now. And we're looking at some Singleton. I've been playing a lot of it, and it's been very, very fun. But it can be daunting building a deck because there aren't just a bunch of deck lists or content out there to make a Singleton deck. So I'm making this and I'm going to show you what it's like to play a mono green Singleton deck on Arena. Well, green's power is in its creatures. And so the creatures are going to be the anchor of this deck. And whenever we can get card advantage or removal, then we're really, really excited because those are weak areas in the green color pie. Some of the strengths we have right here at the 1-drop slot, Llanowar Elves being able to ramp us up into those bigger, more impactful creatures, and it's our only 1-drop ramp creature. We have some 2-drop ramp creatures in Drover of the Mighty and Druid of the Cowl. These are not as good, but they're a necessary piece of our deck because we do have 4, 5, 6 drops that are so powerful they can close out the game. But we're going to make sure to hit creatures all up and down the curve, starting off with a card like Pelt Collector. Yeah, this thing is so powerful and it can get stronger and stronger as the turn goes on. In the 2-drop slots, we have a few other cards that can brawl really well. Crawl Harpooner is so much utility, kills flyers, especially picks off those hawks and those freebooters really early on in the game, and it can just smash in as a great 2-drop. Same thing with Merfolk Branchwalker. It can smash in for 3 or draw you a card. Explores a really good mechanic. We also have cards like Sapperling Migration, which is really flexible. And also at the 2-drop slot, Thorn Lieutenant. I love this card. It tangles with so many other creatures in the late game. You can pump it to make it a really relevant body, but it's this defensive measure. Whenever it becomes a target of a spell or ability, you get a 1/1 Elf Warrior creature token. Yeah, that's what I really want, is the ability to be more resilient in this kind of creature deck. And so as soon as we're moving up into the 3-drop slot, we start seeing more impactful creatures. I think the most impactful creature that people want to ramp into is Steel Leaf Champion. We've seen it everywhere, and it's really good here too. Of course, we can also ramp into Jadelight Ranger, another powerful beater, or some more utility cards, like this Deathgorge Scavenger, which can attack really well, but also interact with our opponent's graveyard. Elvish Rejuvenator gives us ramp. Reclamation Sage destroys something. Same thing with Thrashing Brontodon. And we've really gotten a good base in terms of our creature suite. Going up into our 4-drop slot, we have Beast Whisperer, which is the card draw we really need. Our card draw is so limited in this deck. Let's go over that right now. Beast Whisperer is just amazing, but when we're looking at card draw, we have to rely on stuff like Adventurous Impulse to draw us a card. It's like a cantrip, it's not really card draw. We have cards like Shaper's Sanctuary, which is more defensive card draw. That's not even that great. Dryad Greenspeaker could draw us a land, but again, it's so not card draw like we want it to be. Oh my gosh. So we can see that we're really going to lean heavily on certain cards because we don't have these big plays to close out the game. We have big creatures to close out the game. So let's get into Goreclaw and everything it makes cheaper because it is a powerful effect. So Goreclaw is a rampaging bear that just gets in for damage. And I love that it gives other things trample because we have Nullhide Ferox, which is a beast. Literally, it's a beast. But also, it needs trample. And so these two together are just magical. And there's another card that definitely needs trample. Gigantosaurus. This is why we're playing this deck, to slam huge creatures and just swing in for damage. I mentioned the needed card draw. There's a few that I might have missed. Path of Discovery, giving everything explore, is like card draw, so I like that. Same thing with Ripjaw Raptor. It's a beater, but also has card draw on it. And then as we go up here towards the top end of our spectrum, we have Vivian Reed, definitely card draw. Same thing with Karn, Scion of Urza, also card draw. So as I'm saying this, it sounds like we have a lot, but really you might notice that we run out of resources pretty quickly. But if we hit some of these big plays at the top, Vinemare can sometimes just hose certain opponents. Can't be blocked by black creatures, can mean that Vinemare just clocks them out. Tendershoot Gryad in a different way can take over the game, really going wide. But I think that the two biggest game enders is Carnage Tyrant. Yeah, comes down, totally difficult to interact with, smashes face. And then Ghalta Primal Hunger. It can come down super, super easily, and if they don't have an answer for it, it's going to trample over and finish the game. Easiest mana base you've ever seen, 22 forests and a Field of Ruin. We'll see how this mana base turns out, but this is the mono green deck. Hopefully you understand what's going on here, what are the weaknesses of the deck, and what are the strengths. Now let's tune in to see what it's like in action. All right, we're playing mono green, my creatures are bigger than yours deck. And this start, I'm going to lean very heavily on this adventurous impulse to get me there, because waiting until turn 4 to do something isn't good enough, even though this Beast Whisperer is just one of the best cards in the deck. So let's see what we have on the top of our library. Please. Okay, I got a 2-drop. That is fantastic. And I'm very happy about that. If I need to Song of Freyalise into something bigger, that could be fine too. This is really something I want to play way later in the game because I've seen its power, its ability to ramp out something big, be able to reward the mana dorks and the little sapperlings I end up with on the field. Let's see what I'm going up against. All right. Let's get this land down. Let's get this land down and this Thorn Lieutenant down, and let's start guessing at what Isolated Chapel means. I've not seen a lot of black-white decks. Maybe, okay, Abzan decks. I have an Abzan mid-range deck, and it's pretty good. With this Urban Utopia, this might mean that this is like the big mana Planeswalker deck. All right, we're hitting our land drops just fine. So I'm going to wait and not have a turn 3 play, which makes me super sad. But if I'm playing against the Super Friends sort of big mana ramp everything deck, yep, looks like that's what I'm doing. I have tons of time, but they're going to end up killing me. Just very, very quickly. We need to have a clock. And I'm thinking that this Ripjaw Raptor might be the clock, but man, getting down this Beast Whisperer is going to be really important because I don't have follow-up plays, but if I'm smashing them in the face for this much, I don't need follow-up plays, right? One of my follow-up plays next turn might be actually destroying this enchantment, putting them 1 mana off. Could be the difference between them landing a Planeswalker. Like, they might land a Planeswalker right here, and then we might be in super big trouble. This deck is full of Planeswalkers, full of big plays, full of board wipes. This is not good. Ooh. Yeah, this is not good. All right. The Ripjaw Raptor ended up going away. It ate of Vraska's Contempt, but that's fine. This is premium removal in this format. So getting rid of it now seems to be okay. And if I can pare down their resources, then I guess I'm happy. I don't know what they're thinking of right now. Ooh, Ghalta. Okay. I'm thinking right now of, do I want to Crushing Canopy this Urban Utopia right now? Did they miss a land drop? No, I went first. All right, I'm Song of Freyalising, and then I'm going to Beast Whisper, just because it's good use of my mana. Yep. Beast Whisperer. All right. And then if this lives, this Ghalta is like actually castable next turn. If this lives and I draw something. Okay, they whiffed on the green speaker, which means that this is an action spell. Oh, they're looking for a land. They did not get it. Oh man, this is super good for me. I am almost positive that I'm going to kill this now. Set them... Okay, almost positive. Almost. But this gets trample. 5. Oh my gosh, I get to play both of them. And draw 2 cards. Oh my gosh, the magic. Everything is wonderful and everything is awesome. Oh my gosh. All right, they have 1 turn to do something. This is their turn. Please don't board wipe me. Please don't board wipe me. Please don't board wipe. Please don't board wipe. Okay, they're searching for a land. They didn't get it. Also, let me attack. Don't just concede right here. This is a good sign for me. If they had a board wipe right now, they would just slam that board wipe. And by the way, that yes, got it. So for people that are confused, the Song of Freyalise would have gone off and it would have given everything a +1/+1 counter and trample. And that Gigantosaurus would be an 11/11 trample. My Galta would be a 13/13 trample. And there would be no way they'd be coming back from that. Oh, that was a good game, everyone. Let's jump right in for another one. Hello, Magic players. This is DJ, and you're watching the Jumbo Commander YouTube channel. And I'm going to keep this hand and just try and curve out with this mono-green stompy deck. So what am I going to do? I'm going to wait and see what my opponent is doing. All right. So the plan is Saproling Migration into Steel Leaf Champion. And oh my gosh, I drew a different 2-drop. This seems great. I don't necessarily want to play this on 2. That was just sort of my normal curve, but being able to actually curve into something maybe a little bit bigger, I don't know. That might be good too. Or Adventurous Impulse off of it is really super good too. So let us Steel Leaf Champion, because that just hits the hardest. And then I'm going to definitely Adventurous Impulse to try and set up my next draw. Gigantosaurus seems great. That will be coming down next turn. This curve seems to be going quite well. just a little bit good. All right, let's see what they're playing. It looks like they're playing a mono green deck as well, or they're very sad. All right, I got a Rejuvenator. By the way, the Rejuvenator can't even block this Steel Leaf Champion. And then we're going to play the Gigantosaurus. Yeah, play the Gigantosaurus, attack in. It makes this a 3/3 as well. So they're probably going to chump the Gigantosaurus, but getting in 8 damage while they're chumping is just super, super good. And then what am I hoping for? I don't know what I'm hoping for off the top. I think I'm up. Well then, they seem to have a Gigantosaurus too. Aren't we both so special? All right, I got the first hit in. If I hit him for 13, what does that do? I don't want to give them a free Steel Leaf Champion. So I guess I'm just going to combat and offering the trade. Yeah, I think I have to offer the trade here. And they're not even... Wow. Okay. That's fine. I can eat that. And then I'm going to actually cast this for going super wide. This means that I will be able to chump block this for eternity and then just keep just going in with this Gigantosaurus and threatening my opponent. So they're going to have to come up with something pretty good right now. And mono green doesn't have a lot of stuff to deal with creatures. All right, they're playing a deck pretty similar to mine. This is awful for me because this Goreclaw will give this trample and a Branch Walker to chump block. See, this is going sideways for me, which is not good. Not good at all. All right, let's think about this for a second. This Gigantosaurus comes in. They're going to chump. This Goreclaw gives this +1/+1 and trample, which is just miserable. I don't know what combat tricks they have, but going in for the block, it can be real, real bad. If I attack, they're probably going to chump. And then what am I going to do? Then they have trample and things are going bad for me. So I actually think that I have to move over to defense now, which, it just feels so bad. Because they just chump and then they attack. And then they can basically keep chumping, but I can't chump because they have trample. But they have to attack with this. So I can take a big hit, kill this thing, and then end up swinging back. Like, I still have a huge advantage over them. Really? Do they have something? They played a creature pre-combat. It could be because they want to use the cost reduction of this, or it could be because they have the buff your creature by 1, 2, 3, 4 spell in hand. Okay, I want to kill this, and even if they play the buff your creature by 4, this thing still dies. Maybe I should try trading away for the Gigantosaurus. Or just taking 11. This doesn't become a threat anymore unless it has trample again. So maybe I'm going to take 11. And if it's 12, 13, 14, 15, 15 is fine too. I'm willing to go to 5. This thing is the real threat. This thing needs to die. Okay, this is creatures, put a +1/+1 counter and it gains indestructible until end of turn. Well then, that turned out to be super bad for me. If they chump here and then block there, they'll take 3, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and I die on the crackback. So, again, I have to be able to defend against 6. This is until end of turn. Why is this bigger? Oh, got a +1/+1 counter. So, 12 plus 11 is 23, 24, 25. I need to be able to block 25 damage. 10, 8, 21, 25. Okay, I can block 25 damage, but it's actually going to be a little bit close. This thing doesn't get trampled, but all of these get trampled. And I'm definitely going to need to set up solid blocks here. Let's see if they could pull through here. If I had a way to get rid of this Goreclaw, it would be a very, very different game. This is pretty exciting. I like this breakdown. This is a good description of how these two... What? You're playing another... Well, I guess... yeah, this is a pretty solid card right here. I don't have this in my deck. Maybe I should use this mammoth in my deck too. All right, we're going to block here for sure. And then we're going to make sure that this thing dies as well. And then we're going to have to block right here. And then we have to pile up... Oh, this isn't attacking. We have to pile up enough toughness behind this in order to not die. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that would make it 11. So I would take no damage. And then I could try to kill it. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Let's try to kill it. Sure. Let's see if they have a trick. If they don't have a trick, I don't know if this was a good attack on their part. Because that means I'm keeping my Gigantosaurus and it can block this aggressive mammoth. Granted, it's not good for me or anything, but I felt like their creature suite was better than mine. Like, this Goreclaw is way better than my Steel Leaf Champion. Like, this Vinemare having hexproof is super solid compared to some of these other just mediocre creatures I seem to have. All right, it's kind of a complicated set of blocks for them, so they need to set it up. All right, I got my trades. Trading with the Vinemare did mean that it trampled over for a little bit, but that seemed to be just fine. This thing does have trample. If I attack for 10, they might even just take it. This thing has trample over. Let's see what Jadelight Ranger has to offer. It has, let's stick that in the graveyard for sure, and then let's put that on top of my library. That's going to be the thing that's going to break out this game, because it's going to give something +7/+7, which is very, very powerful. 8 attacking, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Nope. Pass the turn. No. Cancel attacks. Pass the turn. When I have a solid card to close out a game, like Blanchwood Armor, that just makes my creatures bigger than his, this is going to... Oh, yeah. See? This is just wonderful. I'm going to put this on probably this Jadelight Ranger or something. Let's see here. It gives +7/+7 and makes this Jadelight Ranger huge. Yeah, let's do it. Now it's an 11/10. And so that means that they, in order to kill this, they can put these two together. But this is just going to be, they're going to have to start chumping pretty regularly. Maybe I should have attacked with this instead, because this has the opportunity to grow larger, but they chose not to triple block. They hit a land drop. Oh my gosh, I hit Vivian Reed, which could just close out this game on her own. I had really, really solid draws right here. Let's take this Reclamation Sage, just in case something happens. And we're going to attack in with this Gigantosaurus. Yep, chump blocking again. I don't know what they're looking for, like what they're rooting for, because in green I don't know what answers this really. I mean, maybe they're looking for a Sapperling Migration to go super wide and then try and close out the game their own way. I mean, yeah, this... Dang it! Oh my gosh. All right. It's okay. Vivian Reed is going to give me so much value, and this Galta is going to end up closing out the game really, really well. Deathgore Scavenger. Let's play this first. I will get rid of this Sapperling Migration. And then we're going to attack again with both of these now. I have a Galta coming down, and I have plenty of blockers. And so this just speeds up the clock a little bit. And then Galta has Trample, so this is going to really, really speed up the clock. All right. Things are looking really, really good. And I could sit back on defense. Their own Galta. This is some back and forth for the mono green deck. Ooh, Path of Discovery. I really like that. Let us Vivian Reed first. Oh, I have my choice. Just get another huge creature, Carnage Tyrant. I mean, yeah, I'll take a Carnage Tyrant. Sure, why not? Do I have enough mana to Path of Discovery and then Carnage Tyrant? No. So I think I sit back. Do you know what? I'm just going to sit back on defense and ultimate Vivian Reed next turn. Just ultimate Vivian Reed. You got to do something. And that thing is concede. Very, very good game, mono green deck. Excellent gameplay right there. Hello, Magic players. We're playing Singleton right now. We're trying out this mono green RAR deck, and we're going to see what kind of gameplay we can get out of a deck that just has big monsters in it. That's it. No, it's got really a variety of spells to try and make up for the fact that all green has is really solid monsters. And so let's see what we're going up against. Right now, I'm excited about this, being able to have a 2-drop, and I mean, honestly, I would really like to have a little bit more to my curve, but I like Path of Discovery as sort of a long-term game against people and against aggro decks. I think that these are going to be really strong as well. This is going to be really bad against is these mid-range decks that have a lot of removal because they can just play something bigger than this a turn later and then remove this Tendershoot Dryad. Okay, mono green, I feel pretty good about this. These two definitely, or mono red, these two definitely will hold down the fort against them. Crawl Harpooner will trade against most of their cards. And then hopefully later on, if they use a lot of removal, getting rid of maybe some of these Saproings, this Tendershoot Dryad can come down. And if it just keeps going, they can't answer it at all. I mean, if I can go 4 into 5, I mean, by the way, I have not seen this combination of sort of a red-green deck. Very interesting. I'm going to save... I'm not threatened by this right now, so I'm going to save this migration. Could you imagine how good it would be with Path of Discovery? Yeah, it's real good. And I honestly haven't seen this red-green deck. Maybe it's a Dinosaurs deck. I did not include this Elfame Druid because Shock. Okay. That's fine too, because Shock kills my Tendershoot Dryad, so anything that gets out of the way seems really good. Maybe they have like a top end of dragons that could be pretty strong. All right, let's take let's take a whole turn off. Don't play something amazing, because there's a lot of good 5-drops. There's a lot of good ones. But I mean, come on, Tendershoot Dryad, if they don't have an answer for it, is just going to take over the game. And they needed a land drop, so this is all action right here. That's not good. I haven't seen this just red-green straight up. The reason why... All right, you got a monster. 2-player deals that much damage to the player instead. Okay. That's going to come in and be just a real big monster. But this is going to trigger... This is going to be good, because this is going to trigger... I will keep that... 5... This is... Okay, so Blanchwood Armor is a very, very good card. But I think I want creatures. That's such a good card. But I either want lands to be able to hit the Saproling migration. Like a land would be amazing. Or a creature. Ugh. All right, fine. Also, I have the chance to draw a land right here. All right, let's see what this Path of Discovery says. Crushing Canopy. Nope, that can go into the graveyard too. Hitting a land would be really good. Letting me play this all out. And then Galta... Steel Leaf into Galta. Let's see if that works. 5, 6, 7. Yeah, this does work. All right. This tramples over. This would do 8 to me. No blockers. I think I need to actually block it. All right. Oh my gosh. Okay, so if I play the Steel Leaf Champion, that means I have 2 green left over, which means that this... I cannot cast this. Okay, so now that I figured that out, let's Wild Growth Walker, and then hopefully gain 6 life as I explore twice. What is going on with this green deck, everyone? I'm so happy. Field of Ruin. It's my one... It's my one non-forest land going on right now. Can I play... Yeah, let's just go with the Steel Leaf Champion now. Let's explore again. Wild Growth Walker. Oh, let's keep this on top of our library for sure. No, we're good. We're good. We're going to go defensive here, and I'm going to block this thing because I can't take... I mean, I could take 8 again, but I'm totally fine with trading this away. I feel like... Man, I feel like this thing is going to get huge. And what are they going to do in these 2 colors? Like, they're going to have to aim 5 damage again at this real soon, or else just imagine it getting 3 more counters and growing that much bigger. Guys, I'm I'm just very excited right now. What did you... No! No! Oh, man. Okay. That happens. Oh, that made me so sad. But that's okay because I'm going to play... This only costs 4. And this will only cost 2. 1. It doesn't work. Undo. Control Z. So what do I want to do here? I think I want to Saproling Migration. Because I can't play this and then play... Why not? I have 6 lands. Yeah. I'm going to do that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Beast Whisperer. I thought I just paid 4. Yes. Pay 4. Resolve. I'm just going to cancel this. That resolves 2. I will put this in the graveyard. This gets bigger, and now I Galta. Beast Whisperer draws me a card. Yes. Galta explores. Exploring draws me a card. Get to hit my land drop, and we're going to attack with this 5/6. Just start smashing. Why don't they... I mean, they're not going to block. Whenever it gets dealt damage, deals 5 damage to target creature an opponent controls. I mean, this was probably a bad thing. Deals 1 damage to any target. So I do want to keep this Beast Whisperer alive. So maybe the way I have it structured right now isn't the best. I did not play a lot of Ixalan or Rivals of Ixalan, so I need to keep these. And also I haven't played against Red, Green, and Singleton at all. So I really, really need to keep track of all of these, what's going on right here. So let's see here. The first thing, I'm going to play Jadelight Ranger because it gets me a Beast Whisperer trigger. Path of Discovery, drawing me another land. Jadelight Ranger, let's put that into the graveyard. Let's keep this on top of the library. Seems pretty good, unless I want to use this, and then it seems to be pretty bad. Yeah, I think they're going to kill my block and die and kill my... That's fine. They're going to kill my Beast Whisperer, but that's okay. I mean, this is fine. I'll trample over for all of this crazy amounts of damage. And then this doesn't work either. Now I'm confused. This is a little bit scary, especially when they have... they could have like big pump spells and all sorts of crazy stuff. So I'm glad to get this off of the table. This thing is very powerful, and I think they should be blocking with it and killing my Beast Whisperer. But they can't block this Steel Leaf Champion with it. That's why they didn't block last turn. I'm so smart, guys. I figured it out a whole turn later. So they want to not trade there? I don't know. You just don't have good blocks, my friend. Bro Gideon, I'm sorry you're having a tough time with this. Real MVP, Path of Discovery, Beast Whisperer. When I can draw cards, then this deck turns out to be really good. And look at the cards that I got out of the way. Like, Pelt Collector is fine, but I got out of the way Drover of the Mighty, Crushing Canopy. Like, I got some pretty... Okay, what did I do here? Let's put this first and that last. Sure. Do I want to not kill this? Because I can do that, but I can't deal 4 to them. Yeah, who cares? That was overthinking it right there. This thing dies. It has a trigger. If it wants to kill Galta, which is probably the right decision, then it can do that. Oh no, I can't even kill Galta, and you went out of your way to kill that thing? Dude, Beast Whisperer is the... Okay, pass the turn. Beast Whisperer is the creature that's really, really dangerous. Okay, what are the board... Are there board wipes in this format? Totally. They're in, like, white, though. Does red have a damage-based board wipe? Star of Extinction? Yeah. All right. We did it again! Victory! All right, we're playing some more Singleton. This green deck is performing phenomenally. It has been going up against other creature-based strategies, and so my creatures tend to be bigger. They just tend to be bigger. So I think as soon as I face off against a mid-range strategy that has the targeted removal to take out the creatures that really matter, or a control strategy that actually board wipes, then I might actually be in for a challenge. Let's see what we run into this time. Starting off, oh, Path of Discovery. I love that card. I'm going to keep... This is probably an ill-advised keep, but I got some early interaction. I mean, I got some an early game. Why, hello, Sarkin. How are you? A blue deck, eh? I'm immediately afraid of your deck. Because remember how I said... If you have interaction to just take out the exact right spells. Oh my gosh, and I just 2 lands in a row. Ooh. It's okay, take 2. 10 turn clock. 9 turn clock. Oh, jeez. You could play a flyer. Blue's got flyers. Let me plummet something. If this is the mono... This might be the mono blue deck because I see an island, island, island. And that, ooh, do I get Path of Discovery down or do I get this big old monster down? I actually think that Path of Discovery is going to be more important for my game plan against a blue deck. So I'm going to make sure to resolve that. And that way it turns, okay, blue-red spells deck. I've seen this before. Maybe they were just unlucky with hitting blue, blue, blue. Okay, I get a little guy, and guess what? It's going to get to explore. Did you think about that? I don't know if you did. Let's go library. Yeah, I don't know if you knew that, but I gotta do. This is why Thorn Lieutenant is just so good. Oh, you're going to bounce it now? Boo. Boo. Okay, Glorclaw comes out for 4, and then this thing could come out for just 2 mana, but it's not going to work out that way. Let's hope that I can chain 2 spells together next turn, because this would only be 2 mana, which is crazy, right? That I can play this for green, so if I draw another pretty big monster, I might be able to go spell, or at least keep up Plummet next turn. Drew me a land. Thank you, Path of Discovery, just really drawing what I need. All right. Taking it out. And again, if they answer it, by the way, oh my gosh, I added this as like a deterrent against mono red and stuff like that. And granted, I've only had it with Path of Discovery, but it has just been amazing. Let's put this on top of our library. Get a 6/4 and a 3/5. What are you going to do? Are you racing to River's Rebuke next turn? What are you going to do about Carnage Tyrant coming down? Oh man, I love this. Okay. So, if I attack in with this Mare, then this Rekindling Phoenix, whenever creature you control explores. So this is a safe attack right here. This is a slightly risky attack. I could play Carnage Tyrant, Explorer, and just get in with this. Trade it away. I don't think they have an answer. They're just going to take 4 here. I don't think they're going to block. I mean, they might block. Oh, they're going to block. I mean, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, they're just going to end up getting it back again. So it's a solid block. But I didn't want to give this up if they were going to end up blocking anyways. Yes, Phoenix, you're back again. But this 7/6 is definitely going to be trampling over pretty quickly. All right, it's a good blocker, and this plummet. Ooh, another 5/4. Drawing a card. All right. Things are getting scary here. What do we got going on? Let's play this. I'm a little bit worried about just putting more and more stuff to the board, committing more and more to the board, but that's okay. Let's take out this Fight with Fire. Let's put that into the graveyard. I will take action and exile that. And then we're actually going to just attack with everything. And we're going to see what kind of blocks they put up. If they double block, I will trade away and I will take that block right there. And then they just take 7. Do I want to trade this away or do I want to cast Plummet? Okay. What I'm really afraid of is like a Niv Mizzet coming down, which is going to be able to tangle with this Carnage Tyrant. So the fact that they traded something away and they're just in chump mode with this Phoenix has me feeling pretty good, especially because now I'm going to start coming in with even more creatures and this thing has trample. Wizard's Lightning. That will resolve. I mean, it took 3 damage to be able to do that. Radical Idea resolves. Let's see if you draw into something. And then, I mean, they're coming down to it. Let's see what we got. Oh, we got another forest. Great. All right, so they're going to chump here and take 7. Wish this had trample. All right, now they need an answer pretty quickly or else things are not going to be good. But I haven't really flooded out. I've gotten so much card draw that it's not really a thing to flood out here. I'm really enjoying all the pressure I'm putting down. I don't know how they deal with this Carnage Tyrant, especially if they're hoping to have enough block. Like they're basically kind of hoping to put down something. Oh, that was a very good game. You were a little bit behind, and my monsters really did measure up quite well against you, including that 2-card combo. Path of Discovery coming down was so important. Give me my 50 gold. Let's go in for another game. Let's get to 5 wins. All right, we're playing Arena Singleton in the beta, and we are playing Mono Green Stompy, and I love Adventurous Impulse on turn 1. It definitely makes me feel like I have a usable hand, even though I might not. No, basically being able to play this on turn 3 is definitely good enough. This is pretty weak interaction. Ooh, Pelt Collector. Do I take the Mighty? Now, this is definitely interesting. I'm going to take Drover of the Mighty. Pelt Collector is a solid card, but Drover next turn lets me play Steelleaf Champion and then hit Vivian Reed a turn early, which I like a lot. And yes, I'm still gonna do that. Have the Drover. If the Drover dies, then that's totally fine. But they're in blue. How are they going to kill my Drover? Oh, they're in red. They're going to kill my Drover. All right. Hit a land drop. Let's go for a Steelleaf Champion. Just a solid knight. Definitely not going to throw this away. And then next turn, Steelleaf can smash in and I can have a Planeswalker to back it up. Yeah, this seems great. And I am... Oh, Radical. For 1 mana? Yeah, that's real good. Oh man. Okay. Jeskai control is something I'm a little bit more scared about. I see this Plains and now I'm like, oh gosh, because I'm racing against their board wipes, their Settle the Wreckages, their everything. It makes me super sad. The first thing, I mean, getting down this Planeswalker is going to be really good because they're not going to have interaction for it immediately. And this Carnage Tyrant is definitely what I'm looking for. They can't block this. They can kind of ping Vivian down a little bit, but yeah. Okay, they don't have Settle the Wreckage mana, which is just great. And I think that they will... Well, now I'm like super worried. All right, let's get our card advantage on. Let's take that Ripjaw Raptor. Oh man, I don't know what to do anymore. I mean, I'm going to attack, but I'm really worried about land board wipe. If I play a Ripjaw Raptor or a Carnage... If I play Ripjaw Raptor, I'm going to play Ripjaw Raptor. Here's the reason why. Oh, okay. They might counter it. If they counter it, then it means they don't have land board wipe, which is really good. All right. Syncopated for 2. Why did they only syncopate for 2? Now I'm super confused. I don't get to attack with my Drover anymore. I'm still attacking. I mean, do they have some sort of pump spell? Some sort of removal when they attack? I'm just overall weirded out by this series of plays. And I love that they have a Karn, because this gives them card advantage, sure, but I'm really, really pressuring their life total right here. All right, they did not hit what they wanted. I'm wondering if they even misclicked and didn't create the thing that they wanted to, the blocker that they needed. And that closed out the game. Let's get my reward. All right, a Legion Lieutenant is my reward. I will claim my prize. And I have gone undefeated with this mono green Rar Stompy deck. And what we've seen here is that the creatures hit a point in the curve that it's really hard for normal decks to deal with. And yes, you need to know that if you face board wipes, Settle the Wreckage, Vraska's Contempt and Cast Down and all those targeted removal spells that can kind of pick apart your big threats, you're going to have a really hard time with this. But you can smash enough opponents, as we can see here, that you're going to have a really fun time playing most of the time, because you're going to just ramp out everything you need to smash. All right, everyone, I hope you enjoyed watching this. Let's see what my mythic is. Bro, Chromium, the Mutable. I've seen this at the top end of a really cool Esper list as well, so that's definitely a cool card. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you're enjoying playing some Magic Online Arena Beta Singleton. Thank you so much to tcgplayer.com. They sponsor the whole Jumbo Commander YouTube channel. Thank you to all my patrons who support me no matter what. I love all you guys so much. And thank you for watching. I'll see you really soon.